How many platforms are in your tech stack? Which ones are bringing you the most value and which ones are just taking up precious resources? Do you have a way to visualize, analyze, and understand the contribution each platform makes to your team and your customers? Welcome to One Amazing Thing About Stackalize with me, Greg Kihlström. I'm going to be sharing one amazing thing about this platform with you today. Stackalize helps teams analyze, visualize, and better understand the platforms in their tech stack and has tools to see usage, integration, and even the value each platform is bringing to the organization. Today, we're going to look at not one, but two features. We'll start by looking at the visualization area, which helps clearly show how platforms are connected with each other. Then we're going to look at the analysis feature, looking at the value each platform is bringing. Now let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen. We can see a dashboard here, and it shows a lot of things. I'm not going to go through all of the details here, but very briefly, we can see the number of platforms in our stack, how much we're spending on a monthly basis. We can even get some recommendations on platforms that might be redundant or have redundant features. We can see all the platforms in our stack here listed quickly, and we can see some more detailed spend analysis. So again, we're gonna only go through a couple things today, but as you can see, there's a lot here. The other interesting feature about this platform is you can create different scenarios. So right now, this demo organization, they have a current stack that they are using, and they're thinking of upgrading some of their platforms to the Adobe platform. And so if I switch here, you'll see now we can see there's 23 platforms. So they're adding a few, they're actually changing some out as well. So I'm going to go back to the current stack and we'll take a look. We're going to start with the platform visualizer. So if I click here in the left-hand side, now we can see this is how all the platforms in their stack are connected or not, as you can see. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So if I click around here, you can see Google Analytics is actually connected to a lot of different platforms. We can see there's some visualization with Tableau and Power BI. Google Analytics is also hooked up to their Facebook ads as well as their SEO tool, Moz. If we click and roll over some of these other platforms, you'll see different connections between different systems. This is a great way to quickly see what's going on, what platforms are connected with each other. And in some cases, if you need to adjust some things, you can add connections that may not currently exist. You'll see there's a few other platforms here like Rike, their project management system, Google Ads. Google Ads probably needs to get connected with one of their other platforms. So let's take a look here. I'm going to go in the Stack Manager. This is a listing of all the platforms you can scroll through as well. So remember, we just saw that Facebook ads didn't look like it was connected with anything. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to edit this platform, and I'm going to say, okay, now we're going to be connected with Tableau as well. So I'm going to update this platform. All right, we had an update there. Facebook ads now is connected with Tableau, FreshPaint, and Google Analytics. It was actually Google Ads. I just realized now it was Google Ads that wasn't connected with anything. So let's just do that real quick as well. We'll go into Google Ads, click Edit, and you'll see there's nothing connected here under Connected Platforms. So I'm going to say we're going to connect our Google Ads with Google Analytics. I'll hit Update Platform. And when we go back to the Platform Visualizer, now all of a sudden, when I click on Google Ads, you see it moved. It was formerly it was disconnected from anything else. Now it's moved here and it's connected with Google Analytics. So it's a pretty nice feature here. You'll see we can also organize these by company. So there's a lot of platforms here that are by different companies. So there's only one platform that's by Moz, for instance. But there's a couple platforms from Google. So you'll see when I roll over one Google platform, both highlight and they show the connections between them. So this is one where if you've invested a lot of dollars and resources into one company's platforms, you can start to see the reach that they have. All right, so the next feature I'm going to show is under the analysis component here, you'll see there's a number of different tabs. So there's spend analysis. We can see spend by category, spend by company, spend by journey stage that the customers are at. That's a really cool feature as well. You can actually adjust the types and numbers of journey stages based on your organization and your customers. Spend by channel, email, website, social. You can add new channels and do a lot of analysis there. Even spend by team. So you can define groups and teams within your organization and actually see which teams. I mean, in this case, the digital marketing team is using the most spend out of all of the other parts of the organization. You can adjust the spend and the percentage spend by each team and even define custom teams of your own. But we're going to go under the usage analysis component here and just kind of look at how these different platforms are utilized. So we look at Stackalize looks at usage in a number of different ways. It looks at the number of teams. It looks at the how heavy they're using them. So you can say that, for instance, the digital marketing team, they use Power BI, but they're not using it that much. So they're light users of that. So you can actually identify how heavy they're using something and then the number of teams using it. And that'll give you a usage score. That all brings us to this idea of performance of platforms. So you can actually see the real value that your platforms are bringing, not just from a cost perspective, but also usage as well as the coverage for your customers. So quickly here, the top platform for this demo organization is Google Analytics. And there's a couple reasons for that. One, Google Analytics is free. So there's obviously not a high cost to using it. So that scores really well for it. It's also, though, being used by a lot of teams within the organization. So it has a high usage score. It also it's also used to map to several stages of the customer journey as well. So it has a high, what we call coverage score as well. So you'll see Google Analytics scoring very highly. That low cost definitely helps, but you'll see the next platform down here, Drupal. The organization is actually spending for this organization, they're spending a fair amount of money on Drupal, and yet it's the second most highly ranked platform according to performance because it covers a lot of the customer journey. It has high usage and it's connected to a lot of other platforms. So this is a quick overview of the Stackalize platform. There's a lot of other things you can do in here. The database has a lot of platforms in it you can choose from. You can also either select from or suggest new platforms to add to this platform as well. And you can take a look at several different types of recommendations, whether it's optimization, redundant platforms, underutilized platforms, lots of different things here. So I hope you enjoyed taking a look. To learn more about Stackalize, it's easy, and you can sign up for an unlimited free version, or you can upgrade to Pro or Enterprise for even more features. Just go to www.stackalize.com to see more.